Weimar Republic 1918 to 1923. The Kapp Putsch 1920. By 1920 things in Germany had got worse. The country was still recovering from World War I and all its hardship. The country was suffering economically with massive demands for new reparations which had to be paid. The Democratic Republic was not politically popular, stable or socially accepted. The civil service and the army were both supporters of the old ruled by a Kaiser, and many within worked against the Weimar democracy. Germany was also made to sign the Treaty of Versailles in June 1919, which had very harsh terms and was very humiliating for Germany. The Putsch. Wolfgang Kapp and General Ludendorff were two major opponents to the Weimar Republic. They were both right-wingers who aimed to use violent overthrow of the Weimar Republic to bring back the Kaiser. They also had support of General von Lüttwitz and Major Baker in the Free Corps. This showed that the right-wing elements should not be trusted by Weimar politicians. Together they formed the National Association, campaigning for their cause. On the 13th of March 1920, the Kapp Putsch began. Spark. Majority of the terms from the Treaty of Versailles led to influence Kapp to have his putsch. This was because a part of the terms was to reduce the size of the German army to a dismal 100,000 men, leaving trained and armed brigades finding themselves disbanded. In Berlin, a request to disband were ignored by one brigade of 5,000 with strong ties to the Free Corps. Now being supported by Kapp, together they seized key government buildings, forcing the government to abandon Berlin. Government response. The government called on the army to stop the putsch. However, majority of the army refused, as they refused to fire on their own people. This showed the stark reality that the army could not be relied upon, and in fact was a great threat to the democracy as any left-wing uprisings. End of the putsch. This time, the putsch was ended by the left-wing groups rather than the right-wing groups like the Free Corps did in 1919. Trade unions in Berlin did not want the putsch and went on strike. This shut down the main services such as transport, water, gas and electricity. After 4 days the strike ended and Kapp escaped. The Weimar democracy survived the putsch, but that was only due to the help of left-wing workers going on strike, and this then proved that the army could not be trusted anymore. Aftermath. The aftermath of the putsch is vital as it led to what later was going to happen. None of the military leaders were punished for treason that they committed by refusing to intervene against the Kapp Putsch. One of the commanders, General von Seeckt, was promoted to head of the army. This showed major aspects of the Weimar Republic. This betrayed the fact that the Weimar Republic still needed the army to put down various left-wing uprisings that occurred across Germany. It also showed it still heavily relied on the conservative institutions, the army and the civil service, to maintain order. The putsch itself only seemed to create more division between the Weimar Republic and these dangerous right-wing elements.